Hello Internet, and welcome back to Fatboy and Nick, day 3 of this 6-episode series, which takes me through 8 countries in 6 days, starting out from Chichester in the UK to Montenegro on my Harley-Davidson 2005 anniversary edition Fatboy. Just to recap my backstory, the family had this plan, to make a long-term move to Montenegro in the Balkans. I wanted to take my Fatboy on a 1,500-mile solo journey from the UK across Europe to our new home. I wanted to start this new semi-retirement chapter in my life with a real adventure. Above all, I really wanted to take this opportunity to finally ride this bike. Day 3. I left Strasbourg at around 8:30 a.m, leaving the French-German border city behind. Today is a transition day. I am leaving the flatlands of France and heading southeast, aiming for the heart of the Alps. The route is set for Innsbruck, Austria. No big towns today, no autobahns. We're sticking to country roads all the way, cutting straight through the legendary Schwarzwald, the Black Forest. The landscape changes instantly here. The rolling hills vanish, replaced by dense walls of pine trees. We are entering the gates of the Alps. My desire for today was twofold. First, to ride a section of the famous Schwarzwald Hochstrasse, the Black Forest High Road. It's a bucket list road for bikers. Second, simply to survive the cold. When I was planning this trip back home, everyone warned me, crossing into Austria in October, you're mad, it'll be freezing. I even had reports of snow on these roads just last week. So I'm bundled up, anticipating the worst, hoping the Fatboy and I can handle the freeze. But the mountains have their own weather systems. The forecast said dry, but the reality was soup fog. For the first couple of hours, we weren't riding in snow, but we were riding inside a cloud. The fog was thick, I couldn't see the views, just the tarmac directly in front of the wheel, and the mist swirling through the pines. It's a mental game. I know the drop-offs are there, I know the mountains are rising around me, but I can't see them. I just have to trust the road. Then, the breakthrough. We climbed high enough to drive right out of the low clouds. The grey vanished, replaced by clear blue skies and a brilliant sun. And those reports of snow? Nowhere to be seen. I was blessed. Dry, clear roads all the way. It was a complete shift in mood. I've also learnt my lessons from yesterday. No half-tank panic today. Germany has plenty of stations, and I filled up religiously. And the phone? It's hardwired to the battery pack from the start. No black screens, no lost maps. Today I wasn't fighting the logistics, I was just riding the ride. Riding through that fog this morning felt less like weather and more like a curtain of doubt drawn across the world. The warnings about snow, about the cold, they were the ghosts in the machine, whispering that it would be safer to turn back, to stay anchored in the comfort of the hotel. But the road is a stern teacher. It demands resilience. It brings to mind my thought for today, which served as my compass in the grey. Believe in yourself, take on your challenges and dig deep within to conquer fears. Never let anyone bring you down. You got this. Sometimes the helmet is more than protection for your head. It's a sanctuary. It's an echo chamber where you have to whisper that mantra to yourself. You got this. You have to find that reserve fuel tank of courage when the main tank runs dry. But while conquering fear is the internal game, the mechanics of the soul, the external game is about connection. We are crossing borders today. France, Germany, Austria. These aren't just lines on a map. They are different rooms in the same vast house. The languages change, the frequencies shift, but the signal remains the same. I've come to realize that good communication is the suspension system of life. It absorbs the shocks of the unknown. It is the basic skill we need to master to travel smoothly. When you travel on two wheels, you are exposed. You don't have a steel cage around you. Your only armor is your attitude. You have to meet people on level ground, whether it's the guy at the petrol pump or the border guard. A smile is a universal passport. You converse with integrity, building a bridge with words, ensuring it's strong enough to hold the weight of two strangers meeting. Good conversation is like a perfect gear change, smooth, satisfying, a win-win for both engine and rider. It's an exchange of humanity. And the goal is always to conclude amicably, to leave a smooth wake behind you, not turbulence. You want to leave that person thinking, I'd like to meet him again. That is the ultimate destination. To be a better rider today than yesterday, yes, sharper, smoother, but also to be a better man, to face the fog without blinking, but to keep the heart open to the sun. After 8 hours and 436 kilometers, I crossed into Austria and rolled into Innsbruck, and the result? Just look, we are dwarfed. The Nordkette mountain range just hangs over the city like a wall of rock. We made it. The Fatboy and I have climbed from the sea level of the English Channel into the clouds of the Alps. The flatlands are a memory now. We are in the land of giants. Join us next time for episode 4. I take a ride through the Brenner Pass. The ride gets even longer. A 9-hour haul as we head for the sea again, aiming for Rijeka in Croatia. If you got this far, please like and subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Your support is very much appreciated. Until our next time, ride safe.